You are looking live at Math Makes Money, and I am here with the best trader I've ever seen, Nick Battista. We are going to show, Nick's going to talk to you about trading today. I'm going to show you how our AI robot, Phil, is trading $2.6 million this week. We're going to show you everything we're doing, and we're going to put on some trades for you guys, futures trades, non-future trades. Doesn't matter how much money you got. You got only $2,000 buying power. I'm going to show you how to trade and how to make money. We're going to have some fun. We're going to be here till 10 o'clock. Nick Battista, how are you, sir?
Good morning, sir. I'm fantastic. It's a nice little day today. I mean, the little bit of a bounce. Yesterday got a little spooky, I would say. I was getting the texts and emails. Is this it? Is this the big one? Are we going back to July? What's your phrase? You'll never know. You can't know.
Jim Mora, my good friend at the New York Jets when he was coach, they asked him in an interview, I didn't have the guts to ask him, that they got a new number one pick. Is he any good? He said, I'm going to tell you three things, so-and-so. I'm going to tell you three things about this kid. Is he going to be a great football player? I'll tell you this. I don't know. I can't know. And I'll never know. I'll tell you something else. You don't know, you can't know, and you'll never know. And the same thing applies to trading. Now, he didn't say that last part, but that's what I firmly believe. No one can predict the future, so all we can do is math. Predictions don't make money. You know what makes money, Nick? You know what makes money? This is where you say math. You know what makes money?
Math. You froze for a sec. I didn't know if I lost you for a second.
No, that was me freezing. Waiting for the math makes money. Math makes money. Friends don't make money. And friends don't let friends use charts. Friends don't let friends watch CNBC or MSNBC or all these prognosticators. Friends don't let friends listen to analysts, right? Friends say math makes money. I am a math nerd since I was 8 years old, and I'm old. And I'm telling you, the only way I've been able to make money in the market is math, and it pays like, look at that. There's right on cue. It pays like gravy. So I'm going to show you guys how to trade with math today.
Yes, math certainly does make money. That was a nice little rant you had there.
If we had a big team,
if we had a big team of production people, we would clip that and send it around.
Done. There's our production team. For production, dial 1. For tech support, dial 1. To talk to Robert Nick, dial 1 For marketing, dial 1. For refunds, please leave a message.
Please leave a message and we'll get back to you.
Yeah. Or go to our www.sh.com.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes. We got some people in the chat. Shout out everybody that comes to join us here this morning. Soul Train looking at Light and NVIDIA. It is, or it seems at least, that a little bit of a bounce in some of those names today. You've got E-mini S&P 500 futures. They just moved 30 handles or so in the last 20 minutes or so. They were basically flat when I woke up this morning. So that move must have just happened last hour or so. I don't know if we got a tweet or something like that, but it felt like we were in the tweet realm. I did see some things like Trump is meeting with some of the tech leaders, and I saw some tweets last night about the Strait and all that stuff. Yes, it was Taco Tuesday, but the MO has been a couple percentage move to the downside and oil near 85 to 90. And that's usually when you get something brewing, and we're right there. So you got E-minis up 33 here, a nice little bounce. You got the NASDAQ up 127, the Dow up 275, and the Russell up 23. The Russell actually the strongest of the group today. The Russell and the NASDAQ have been kind of the biggest movers in both directions here, up and down over the last couple weeks here. You've got oil futures at 84.22, volatility coming in here. Another kind of tell yesterday was volatility was basically unchanged the entire session. We opened down about 40 handles, and we moved about 10 handles through the rest of the day. It was a great day for trading SPX because we had no movement throughout the day, but you had a tiny bit of volatility bid in the morning. They have taken that out to the woodshed here. You got volatility down about 1% at 1795 here. Bonds have moved all the way up to almost 110 now. Yesterday, we were talking about them at 107. So you had a little bit of a fear move with the E-minis down and the market down a little bit. You had volatility basically unchanged. Oil was a little bit higher, but the bonds were at 107. It was at the lows of the session. Everybody freaking out. Oh my God, we got rates at the highs. This is bad. we have skyrocketed. So something has happened. I don't know what the news was that came out this morning. I'm sure it was tweets and such, but you have bonds skyrocketing higher. You have gold and silver both skyrocketing higher. Gold's up almost 2% here, 96 and change to the upside at 4,500. Silver up $1.20. It's going to be, I mean, today it looks like you're going to get a nice little bounce here. I mean, 77.50 on the E-minis. Maybe you get some more throughout the day. It is going to be, you're going to get some money back today if you were adding some long delta, which we were yesterday. It was the first time in quite some time that we were able to get some crazy Ivans on.
Long time. Been a long, too long. If you go over to my screen, Nick, you're going to see my.
So we got some treasury squawking. That was a shout out to Papa Nick. Papa Nick. And that is not my dad.
I know we discussed this. That's you're 100% sure. Okay.
I'm 100% sure. My dad is not that articulate. And probably is not looking at the tweets coming out from the U.S. Treasury Department. But
really, you don't think they call him first before they change the say, hey, we're thinking about changing the size of the nominal long ends. What do you think? You don't think that's not the phone call he gets?
No, I don't think so.
It's more like you want another pepperoni.
Pretty much, yes. Yes, or you're 2 months late on your Porsche bill. Would you like a warranty? Would you like an extra warranty on your Porsche?
Yikes, ouch. I love it though.
Yes.
I love it.
I see Grumpy Mike as well lamenting the closing of his mRNA position. mRNA up about $100. It's almost a double, 100% here. Up about $60. I saw some tweets about a preliminary tests on some cancer drugs with Merck, which is MRK.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's great.
It's fantastic. It would be fantastic. I was actually texting my dad this morning about XBI and just about this space in general. It has had a massive run up. But, when you think about AI and the things that it is going to impact, of course, you have technology and finance and stuff like that. But I think a lot of people forget that, AI could have a huge impact on, drugs and, the development of some of these treatments. I mean, you got an AI that knows basically everything and you can plug and play now. It's pretty good. I mean, I think
it's crazy.
Obviously, if you can get a cancer, cure out there, imagine what that would do for the world.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. It would change the course of history. That's for sure. That is for sure the C word. We don't want to ever talk about that.
Yeah.
I see one of my favorite names in there, Rawhide, in the and you're too young to remember, but Rawhide had a song about driving cattle. And what they used to do, Nick, is they had cattle all across the West and they would drive them to Denver or Kansas City where they would be slaughtered. It's called a slaughterhouse.
Yep.
They bring cattle in, they take them to a feedlot, they feed them corn, which is, by the way, the only way to eat beef. You and I had that conversation the other day. Not grass-fed, corn-fed. Anybody that tells you different is selling grass. That's all they're doing. Corn-fed beef. You are what you eat. That's why you eat a lot of turkey and ham.
Yeah, but don't you get all this, like, isn't corn, like, doesn't it make it all fatty and you get all
yummy? Fatty is yummy. Fatty is fantastic for you. I lost 60 pounds on keto, eating all the fat I could. Yeah. And it is yummy. There's a reason why bacon is so good. That's too much bacon. Said nobody ever. Okay. Said nobody ever.
Yes.
So, but Rawhide, I used to hear Maria in there and they used to have a song when you're a driver, they call it, you're driving the dogies, which are the cattle. You're riding on your horse. You're singing to yourself. And they usually sing that Rawhide song was a Western TV show. And it was all about the cattle drivers. And they had the theme song, which is rollin', 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 keep them doggies rollin'.
I know
Rawhide,
that.
Right? Well, Maria would sing that song during the trading day, especially during the first hour of the day. And I would say, why in the world are you singing this? She said, because Tom Sosnoff is trading. What does that have to do with it? Because he's rolling. Keep those trades a rolling. And that's why it's a long reach for that joke, but that is true. That is a true story on many levels. That is a true story on many levels. That guy loved to roll, and I love it. I followed Tom Sosnoff since I was about 60 years old, and it's been great. It's been a great ride. And we rolled a lot with them as well. So that's great. Rolling. That's what Rawhide talks to me about.
Yeah.
All right. Time check.
I was going to say, you followed him since you were 60.
Yeah.
I'm going to find this picture here because this is a good one. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Because this, hold on. I'll show this real quick.
Well, it looks just like me.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to get this. So this is a young Nick. That's me. And that is
great.
a young Sosnoff. Look at that. Let me blow that up.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Look at that thing.
It is Tom Sosnoff. That is great. You know what? He has not really aged much, to tell you. I mean, the hair color, but other than that, he has not aged much at all.
Not at all. It's funny. We many moons ago at Tasty, we did like this each one teach one short little video. They were wholesome and very nice. And we took a lot of our like older we went back and got like a lot of pictures and videos, and Jessica put them all because they were all like like mini VHS tapes, the camcorder type thing. Yeah. And so I have a video of one of my birthday parties where it's like me and Case, and like Case steals the ball from some kid, which was hilarious. And Tom is like in the corner shooting free throws on like one of the little baskets, the kid's basket. He's like by himself, just like shooting free throws. It's hilarious. It is too funny. Jules is in there, and
that's great.
The whole gang. So it's pretty funny.
Well, we own the network. If you want to bring those in, I would love to see them. I do remember I was moving quite along through my life before this fancy VHS and video came along. We had something called Polaroids, Nick, which came out, and you could, rather than take your Kodak film into the grocery store back then, to the Kodak store. Yeah,
you do the little shake.
You do the little shake, and it took the picture, and you saw it right away in only 7 short minutes. And it was great. It was absolutely great. And it had little corrugated edges. And so if anybody in the chat room has seen the Polaroids, please say Polaroid. I would love to see how many people in there have Polaroids from their mother. I know I have a few that I say, God rest your soul, Mom. I'll join you soon. But until then, I'll keep looking at all the pictures she took. I was the firstborn, so I got a lot of pictures taken. My 4th child in our family, Stephanie, I used to tell her she was adopted because there were no pictures of her, and she would go crying to my mother. I got in more trouble that day, I think, that I've ever been from my mother. Like, don't ever say that. I said, well, Mom, how come you didn't take as many pictures of Stephanie as you did of me? And that was a mistake on my part. I don't think I ate for a couple of days. So that's a little bit. There's some Polaroids. Look at there's some folks that have seen Polaroids. By the way, I see a lot of people in the chat that have joined our Math Makes Money team. Yes. And we had a bunch of people that we're going to be interviewing in the next couple of days to onboard onto the team. And the only way you can get on that list is go to mathmakesmoney.com and just sign up there. There's a bunch of, not a bunch, 6 or 7 questions we ask, and about 53% of the people get in.
And that's, we are working diligently. The big crew that we have, the handful of us, we are working on a product that will be, a lower price product that will be for smaller sized accounts that we are trying to make accessible. These ones right now are, focused more on the larger size account because that's what we know. Right. And, the next thing will be building out that product. So there's a lot more to come with this product. What's great is it includes all the software, and we call it Nick, much to Nick's chagrin. Maria started calling it the Doink because she says she only wants 1 Doink a day. And the Doink is what you push the button and Doink, and that gives you my trade. So you say, well, I want this trade and this trade, Doink, 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 Doink. And you can get all my trades for, depending on the size of your account. You pick and choose. You do your own due diligence. It's not trading advice or any of that. It's not financial advice. Education purposes only. But we educate you, and then you can go doink, doink, doink. Super easy to do. All the software's there. The robot's automatically built. You can build your own software. You can do all your own back testing. You can see how I do my back testing. It's all there, and it's all included. It's one inclusive thing. So it's super easy. That's the idea. Let's make this fun. Let's make it easy, and let's get everybody on the team and valuable. And I don't know if you saw the stuff we built a Discord inside of it, so it's very, very private. Yes. And I saw a whole bunch of new back tests that we're going to be running this weekend. Awesome.
I thought we had hit the record at 100 million, and we are going to go over that. And we got some really cool trades coming for next week. I'm super excited about that. And thank you to everybody on the team. You know who you are. I really appreciate it and all the work you're doing. Yeah. And you don't have to, do back tests. It's up to you. Some people just go in doink. And some weeks people want to doink, and sometimes they want to back test. And there's the bell, and I still didn't hear it.
I didn't get your bell here.
You know what, Nick? I got it on the wrong way. Go to yours. Okay. You're on yours. Okay.
I'm on mine. I'll just walk through the market here. You got E-minis up 29 here. NASDAQ up 85. You got the Dow up 244. The Russell up 25. You got oil up 37 cents. Volatility futures down 29 here, about 1.5%. You got bonds up almost at 110. You got gold and silver both moving higher as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are going to see now. We got trades coming on. Time check. It's 9:30 and 38 seconds. So right now we're getting some.
I like it. And you guys, are those working orders to close, or are those opening for NASDAQ?
These are NASDAQ opening orders and closing orders. How about that?
Okay.
Your boy's on his game. I got game. See, Nick owes me money on these. But you know what? These were down 2,500, now only down 1,800. And these are the four
I told you they're not going to move.
Nope. And these are all the ones that we got that are coming up. You want me to close out these bad boys at 25%?
Are you already at 25%?
No, I'm at 8. But, it's the idea.
No.
The idea of the thing.
Yeah, keep them at 25%. Close them.
Good to cancel that. No, but I didn't have a working order to close them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I had a working order on the minis. Let's get. I call them mini. For me, I call these the minis. I know you're not supposed to. That you're supposed to call them the micros or macros. Micros.
Yeah.
You're supposed, because they're MES. But
micro, yes.
Micro. So these are. We're going to show you guys how you can get in for $1,000. Right. That's the idea. He-Man from the chat room, and we got one. We got another one. So look. Oh, did that one not? Why didn't that close? I thought
because you were keeping it at 50%.
Was I? Oh,
I believe.
Well, you know what? Let's not do that.
I think you should keep them at 25%. I think you should do this. I think you should go more aggressive with them. Me too. Go to like a 20.
Let's go 30. Let's go 30 because otherwise it's gonna just close.
Sure.
Right. We'll just put it at 30. Boom, boomity, boom, boom. Good cancel.
See, I was saying on the entry, maybe go to like a 20 delta. Or something like that, and
I'm all about that
at 25%. It's kind of the same thing as going to a 10 or 12 delta and managing at 50%.
Right. So what did we get? No fit. We got this is yesterday. I don't care about yesterday.
Shout out to Death Sneeze and all the people in the chat. Please like and subscribe. It helps us immensely. It gets our videos out there. It helps support the channel. We're a ragtag team, a bootstrap team.
We're working for a living over here.
Yes, we are.
This NASDAQ, it just these cues just never go. I'm glad, woulda, coulda, shoulda sitting right here saying, should have got more yesterday.
No.
I know, but
because you'll never know, or you
knock them off your shoulder.
You can't know. You'll never know.
You don't know. You don't know. You can't know, and you'll never know.
Yes, exactly. Right. We could be down 150 points. We were down 150 points at the open of the overnight session yesterday.
We are in the SPX. You just saw Phil make a trade. And by the way, that same rule applies to your significant other when it comes to the birthday or holidays. What should I get them? You don't know, you can't know, and you'll never know. Same rule applies.
Shout out to Rob and Maria. Today is their anniversary.
How about that?
Shout out. In a past life, we would say congrats on the foliage weekend.
We are super happy. Yep. I will tell you that it is. Shout out to the internet. Maria and I met on the internet, and it works. It works when you want to find somebody. I made a list of 50 things I wanted in a second wife, and I found them all and more. And it has worked out great. I've never been happier. I can't.
That's amazing.
I'm not saying that she's not listening this morning. I know, but it's she's frantically trading because I can see the thing coming across my phone. She's working on NVIDIA. Nibit. What's Nibis? Nibis. She does a lot, and she's doing a lot.
Nebius.
What is
NBIS.
that? She's doing a ton of it.
It's high volatility. I mean, you're talking about something that's got about 100% implied volatility, which it tells you that the options are priced for the stock to either double or go to zero in the next year. So I can give you an idea of like, just how volatile that stock is, but it moves. It's a neo cloud. So like, it's a cloud software type, not a software, but it's a cloud stock where, you hold data and whatnot. So it is kind of in the news. Burry has been shorted. So that's another.
Well, she and Burry do not get along.
No, they don't. So that might be another piece of the puzzle there of why she's trading it. She fondly fades Michael Burry.
Do you see her this morning? Here she is this last night watching some of the kids. No, this is in reference to Meta. This is the Math Makes Money thing website. If you go here and click on it, and she has a whole story about Meta, whose fault it is and whatnot. And you can see all that. And then she gives you all her trade, or a lot of her trades. And I'm not going to, if you want to get that, you got to go to the,
we got a place for you to get it.
Yeah, you got to go to Math Makes Money. Just scroll down and boom, there it is. You can join our Discord. We got, we went over 1,000 people in the Discord now. And then if you want to get on a Math Makes Money team, that's fine. And what goes on in the team stays in the team. So if you're going to ask me, I know you guys are going to ask me how many people in the team, what's their, how much are they making?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's, first of all, think about it. They all make something different, right? Because no one follows me entirely. They change everything. And you can go in and you can pick one of my trades and then you can change the exit. You can change the entry time.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do entry times by the second. It also has a randomization button in our software. So you can hit it. It will randomize your entry time within a minute or two, whichever way you want. So there's no two people that are trading the same.
They're never going to be.
No.
You're always going to change things to your own risk tolerance and perspective on markets. I mean, you can't, it's not a one size fits all.
That is correct. So let's see here. I got to reboot this because those are yesterday's trades. We got a bunch of them. All right. So here we go. So we are down $5 today right now in trading. That's not too bad, but it says bots month to date. We're up $180,000. Nick, what do you want to do? You want to put on a trade? What are we doing here? Down 20. What can I not? It's down. It's only up 49. I mean, come on, man. Come on down. I need it down 300. And Maria and I were watching it at 4 this morning, and the darn thing didn't go where it was supposed to go.
Was there tea at the wedding?
That is an awesome question. Who knows? Who remembers? There was not tea. Actually, that's not true. There was tea at the wedding. There was no apple cider vinegar. That was a request made by those of you who thought something sour at the wedding would be inappropriate. So the only person sour there was nobody sour. Everybody was happy.
Good.
Still are.
Good.
Still are. I'm fond of saying we've been married for X number of years. 3 of them, the 3 happiest years of my, no, I'm kidding. It's been great. And it continues to be great. Every day is the best day of my life, including today.
Yes.
So of course, the day's not over, but that's what we're looking at. Yeah. All right. So let's go through this. Go ahead.
And sorry, I was just going to answer. So, to Dr. John, I don't know. I don't think we know the exact stats of the people in our group here. Everybody's in different size accounts, so it's going to vary differently. With the way it works is we give out a portfolio based on account size as our, like this is what we would do with $100,000. This is what we would do with $50,000, and we're doing it live with these accounts, and we break it up. These accounts. Yep. We break it up a lot more than that. Everybody can go in and add or change, or, they might be doing 40,000 instead of 50,000. And so they might take 1 or 2 of the trades out, et cetera. So it's very variable there. I will say, it's obviously, there's a value to the group. And so if there wasn't a value, people would leave. And so, that is our focus, and we're trying to make it as valuable as possible. So, keeping people in the group is obviously, a big part of what we're doing.
Yeah, it's great. And it's great because, again, people don't necessarily, when you say, do they go against the back-tested stats? No. But first of all, we don't have access to their accounts, right? We don't know anybody's account. But that people do post the wins and losses. And look, I started the largest online education company in the world, ecollege.com. We did a bunch of studies about how to educate people. The worst way you can do it is teacher-student. That is very, very difficult. One of the other worst ways is self-guided education. Is not very good. Certain types of people can do it. I personally love it, but I'm a very disciplined person. You have to be extremely disciplined. You have to be like a robot, basically.
Yeah.
You can't be a robot without ROB in order to do self-paced. What really works best was something invented by a fellow named Socrates. I never met him, but what I've been told is it's called collegial. That's where the word college comes from. It's collegial education. So what normally you have is a guide or leader who presents an idea, and then the group discusses it. So you really don't have students and teachers. You have members, and that's why we like to say the Math Makes Money is a group of like-minded traders. That's the idea. And we have deep, in-depth discussions about how we're going to trade. We share our back tests. We look at all the different types of ways to find expected value that's positive. We find more value than we could trade. There's more. I'm trading.
Everybody has a capital limitation. No matter
Everybody
what.
does. So you got to pick and choose. Also, remember, guys, when you're trading, you don't just take the most valuable trades because you want to be diversified. When we look at our chart, look at the Crazy Ivan versus the Zero DTE. I would never do one without the other. Never.
Yeah.
Because they offset each other. You don't want to. I'm very proud of the fact that our account has never had a drawdown over 4.7%. 10 is my limit. So 4.7 is awesome. That's what I'm looking for.
And that's part of it too, is like I think people get pigeonholed into like one metric, right? So they're trying to find the secret sauce that's like, non-variable. That's always the best thing. And that's just not, it doesn't exist in markets, because you'll never know, you can't know, and you won't know.
You don't know, you can't know, and you'll never know.
Yes.
And I tell you what, if anybody can predict the future, please have them call me, will you?
Yes.
I would like to know what it's going to be. If you think these people on the TV that say Microsoft up, NVIDIA down, NVIDIA up, NVIDIA down, these analysts, they don't know nothing. They're making an educated guess, and they're going to be right 50% of the time.
Or it's an opinion, or they're talking their book. I mean,
whatever.
There's 100 different ways to talk about it.
The motivation. You want to know what I think? Sure, NVIDIA is up. I think the market's going to go up. You say when? Don't know when.
Someday.
I think it's going to go up, right? I think it's going to go up. I'll tell you this, though. I'm not a trader. I'm a mathematician, okay? Yeah. I'm not investing anything. All I'm doing is looking at how other people trade, and I'm going to provide them what they're willing to pay me a little bit more. There's more. They're paying me a little bit more than it's worth right there. Phil is selling. All we do is sell premium. Somebody on the other side said, you know what, Rob, I'll buy that. I don't have enough buying power, and I'd like to get into this market. I'll buy that from you, and I'll pay you a skosh more than what it's worth, because I think it's going to move to the up or down because I watch CNBC or whatever. It doesn't matter to me.
That's opinion. Everybody's got one.
And that's right. And Nick has said to me, I said to him, there's some guy on the other side. He said, probably not. And it's probably all types. You don't know what their motivations are. You don't know their positions. They got all kinds of reasons to be buying the stuff that we're selling. And I said, yeah, but that poor guy's going to win or lose. He said, probably not. Nick's smart. He's the smartest trader I ever met. He said, Rob, the guy that buys it at whatever time it is, at 9:42, 42, my favorite number. The guy who buys it at 9:42, he's not going to hold it the rest of the day. He's selling it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And they're buying and selling it all day long. You're just along the chain. That's all.
It is not a zero sum. It's not like it's not like Rob sells something and somebody buys it and one or the other is a winner or loser. These things trade hands all day long, and there's different motivations. Like let me put this to you like this. Like let's say you're short the S&P 500 and you spend $1 to buy an SPX call, and that call expires out of the money. Are you losing money on that option, on that position? You don't know, because
you don't know, right?
That buying that long option might free up $100,000 in capital that you can then go put somewhere else. What does it cost you to borrow $100 instantly, $100,000 instantly? There's a lot of value to those options, and so it's always looking at markets. And who cares is the other thing. It's like who you're trading your book, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. But just from a market mechanics standpoint, there's so much going on underneath the surface that people kind of gloss over or don't really understand.
They don't understand. And when you look at, 42, my favorite number, and 24 backwards. How about that? And 9, our favorite number we discussed yesterday. So
you just like numbers, Rob. I think they're all your favorite numbers.
I don't know if I ever told you this, Nick, but my grandpa gave me a book of random numbers for my 14th birthday. And he was a mathematician and a statistics professor for 60 years. I don't know if I mentioned that, but if I haven't, now you've heard it.
Never heard that one.
Never heard that before. If you listen to this show for 5 minutes, you've heard that story.
Yes.
So you can see the green number is a combined number, but look, this is the 2. The Crazy Ivan is in blue, and the 0 DT is in yellow. If you just swallow this, and the SPX is down here. Poor SPX, it's doing great. It's up a little bit. Yeah. But if you want to make the real money, what you want to do is you want to trade with math and just look for a mathematical advantage. And I mean, people tell me, well, does this work in high volatility, low volatility, up market, down market? Yeah, it works every day.
You've had all those things. I mean,
we've had all of them.
A question all the time of like, oh, well, how'd you do in April? It was good.
It was good.
You had some bad days. How'd you do?
We had a bad run.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, you're going to have good and bad days. Like, it's always going to be like that.
And this day right here was down $91,000.
Yeah.
And if you back up and say, well, if you started here at $1.5 million and you're up here at whatever it is, $3.5 million, people will say, yeah, I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
So this is a Crazy Ivan. Crazy Ivan, boring, right? We haven't sold any yet, so we haven't got an uptick. But
you got some now. You sold them. You haven't bought them back. You haven't.
Yeah, we only put it in when it's realized. The 0 DT are realized daily. Yeah. So the only fair way to do it, like they used to say at the casino, I'd say, oh, that guy beat you. I'd tell it. President Caesar Palace and I were good friends. And I would say, oh man, that guy beat you out of $7 million tonight. He said, no, Rob, no, he's got $40 worth of clay chips. And he took those back to his room, and until he catches them, he ain't got nothing. I said, yeah, but he's leaving on. You guys are flying him home tomorrow. He said, our plane's probably going to be broken tomorrow morning. And
yeah. He'll stay another day.
He'll stay another day, and we'll get it all back, which is exactly what happened. So, okay. So 30,000. What about small accounts, Rob? Jackpot. Look at that. Even up 75% in 10 months. Pretty sweet. A lot of swings, a little more swingy, back and forth. $100,000 account. Now that's only been 59 days. It's up 8.7%, but it was up a lot more. But again, until you get 100 days in, it's hard to really get a calculation. The $200,000 account, it's only been in 35 days. So we're not worried about it. It's not down much for 200,000. It's down for, whoa, there's some more. Sorry, I missed them.
That's okay.
Last 7 trading days, just so you get an idea, we're up 82 grand. You can see it's, we win 53% of the time. So this is pretty normal. The greens are a little bit bigger than we don't put red on the chart, but whites. But you can see how it works. How are we this week? Look, yesterday we were up. The day before we were down. That's how it works. So we average about $6 grand a day, and we're a little bit below. Frankly, we're a little bit below average. It's only been 2 days. Month to month. Again, you can see everything month to month. This is how it goes. Some months up, some months down, but on average. And this is the daily of August. Okay, so in August we're up 100. So these are the days in August. These are all the days in August. And again, you can see 53% of the time is about what we do. And year to date, same thing. You can look at the months. Okay. You look at it by month, we're doing great. I mean, these two offset each other. This month's not over, but you get an idea. It's pretty, and that's all just the 0 DTEs. So, and this is where it is. I don't know if we want to go through all this stuff, but you can see, this is the stuff we're showing you. This is combined monthly. They offset each other. You saw it in a chart. This is 0 DTs on alone. This is Crazy Ivan on its own. Crazy Ivan, you can only use 20, 30% of your buying power. Yeah, you got
NASDAQ down 32 now, moving lower.
Oh, really? That's great. That is great. Well, let's go. We don't need this. Look at that. There's those SPX trades. Time check is 9:48. I think that's the last trade before 10 a.m. You know what? If it's down, let's get it. Let's do one of these small ones, shall we? Shall we do it? Why not? Live a little. We came here to trade. It's a trading show, right? It's still a trading show. Am I right? 42. Ooh, that'd be nice, but no. 58. Say, what do you wanted to do a little more aggressive, you said? What do you want to do here?
You want to do the micros, the mini ones?
Yeah. This is for the small guys. I like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking maybe like a $20. I mean, the E-minis are up, though. I guess they're kind of selling off here now. The E-mini is only up 13.
Whoop, we just got punched out. Wow, that's an early punch out. Wow. Holy moly. What happened? Did we get a big move to the downside? Pardon me. Did we get a big move to the downside? Maybe we did. Q's down 88. Yeah, a little bit of a bump to the downside.
What happened with SPX? Where'd you?
Oh, here, let's take a look.
Yeah. 7.
So we're down $922. So here it is. Yeah, we got punched out right there. You see this?
Wow.
You can get punched out.
That's a fast one.
Yeah, we went at 933, and it looks like we got punched out at 949. But that's okay. It's only on the put side, not on the call side. So the call side is still rolling along, and we would expect that's going to probably balance out. I don't know exactly what that trade is, but that's exactly what's going to happen. We hope. Yeah, maybe not. You remember, 60% of the time, one side or the other gets punched out sometime during the day. 10% of the time, both sides get punched out. 30% of the time, that would be the rest, neither side gets punched out. So if you got 30% are double winners and 10% are double losers, you're going to be up 20%. And the rest of them, then you got slippage, you got commissions and fees for the whole 100%.
Yeah.
Let's get that 5 to 7% capture rate. So for every dollar we sell, we expect to make 5 to 7 cents. Right? Yeah. That's the basic game. So our plus or minus is going to be $50,000 per day because we don't ever risk more than 2%. A lot of numbers I'm throwing out here, but we're going to win plus or minus $6,800 a day. That's about what. And if I would have had time to do my PowerPoint, we could keep going. All right. Well, here we got time. The max drawdown Sharpe ratio 3.6. Anything over 2 is spectacular. Oh yeah. There we go. Losing days 4. You can see this. Where's my, what happened? The darn thing took out my chart.
What?
Yeah. And this is wrong too. Doggone it. So don't trust A. Oh, there it is. 6665. Ooh, almost bad. Bad luck. But yeah. So that was the one I was looking for. Okay. So at any rate, mathmakesmoney.com. And that's where you can get all that stuff. And if you haven't seen it already, if you just go and you say, well, Rob, that's too fast for me. I want to see it myself. So go here, you click on the results. And yes, it is true. Every single day after day after day, you click on it and you can see all the accounts. And it's in excruciating detail. We got a lot of robots working on building this all day long, every day. But the much more fun part is you
might get filled on a couple Ivans here.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Quick. What do we? I thought you said it's going.
Nasdaq's down 150. What do you got working there?
I got a 222.
You're still a ways off. Okay, so you got him out there.
I got him out there because yesterday we were down a lot. So
and you really haven't seen any. The volatility has actually contracted. Even yesterday, volatility went basically nowhere. You really need to get a little bit of follow through to the downside for volatility to pick up, and they'll maybe come for those.
You know what we're gonna do? First of all, what is Nick owes me money? What is this?
What's that at now?
Wait a minute. Nick's revenge. Wait a minute. Oh, because these are our trading. Yeah. Well, we picked up $115, 75 bucks.
Yeah, those are just wide bid ass spreads.
Okay, you know what?
They're not moving.
I'm canceling all these. I want to show. You want to see how we do crazy Ivans? Let's look and see how we do them. Even on a day
you could put an extra one on right now.
Yeah, it's only up 120. It's only down 117, 111. But let's go ahead and say let's just say if I'm a we might
it's another day where you got like Apple up $5. It's up like $10 in the last 2 sessions. You got Amazon strong. You got Google basically unchanged, down $1 and change. Meta bouncing back a little bit. Microsoft basically unchanged. It's more of like this kind of washout of the froth and the semis and the momentum stuff. So that's why I think volatility has remained just low, is because it's just moving around. Money's just moving around. One day it's Mag 7s, one day it's semiconductors.
What do you think about closing this at 25% like a robot? I said it for 30, but this market's this market
take it.
Take it. All right, let's do it.
Why not? I mean, it can't hurt. Not going to hurt to take money.
It never hurts to take money. Look at that. It's really close. So let's try and just see if we can't work this down here a little bit. It's a trading show. Let's trade. So
Yeah.
let's pay a little bit more. They want 34.50. Let's see if we can't set the market just a little bit here.
Okay.
Ooh, 30. Doggone, they sons of guns. You know what? I'm gonna leave it here. And if you take me, you take me. And there we go. So we'll leave that out there. We'll see if we get a fill. Time check. And 50. I got 6 minutes. I'm gonna close that before the end of the show. Unless it's just terrible. It goes terrible against me. All right. So let's go positions. Let's put on an order for a big one, right? So we're gonna go out here. We're gonna go 45 to 60 days. Boom, 58 days. I'm gonna go 12 delta, just like a robot. I don't like. Whoa, there it is.
There you go. You got one.
Boom. That's what we wanted. 26%. 26%. But my point is, yeah, you can make money. And you don't have to be putting on the big ones. And
yeah,
you
but
just
it's all relative because you're not doing that in your size account. You're doing it in a smaller size account.
A smaller account. And you do these all day long. You're going to make, you can make $1,000 on $1,000, or you can make, $700 on $1,000 all year long.
Yeah.
That's 80% rate of return. I mean, it's great. Now, only 20% of your buying power, easy. Understand how to roll it down and out in case things
you got to keep your size in check always.
Size in check. But also go through the protection, what you need to do if it goes bad against you. We can go over that in just a second if you got time. But all right. So normally I would go on here, but I don't like the 300s. I want to go on the 250s. So Nick has taught me that we want to have more open interest on it.
Open interest and volume there's not going to be a ton of it because it's not the most actively traded contract right now. That front expiration, which is the U contract, is the front. That's where all the liquidity is. So you are not going to be in the most liquid spots, but it's fine. I mean, these products, it's not going to be an issue.
So I'm going to go out here 150 points, which is going to get me. I'm going to go a little bit more than that. I'm going to go out here 250 points. So I'm going to put this in at 223.
So what Rob is doing here is he's saying, okay, let's price this option as if the NASDAQ sold off 250 points. What would the 62,250 trade for? Well, it would trade for somewhere around what the 26,500 is trading for. So that one is trading currently at 22 points, which is about $5,000, close to it. And so that's what we're pricing this option at. We're going to price it at 220 and change.
That's exactly right. And we're gonna pick up $4,000 credit. So we'll close that for $1,000 profit, probably within 13.9 days on average, using 15.6. I can put on 30 to 60 of these in a $3 million account ish.
Yes.
So we're gonna put that out there. And now, all right. So now we have got our let's just see the working order. There we go. So we've got this. This is the little one we put out there to close at. On the other one, at close at 25%. It's only like at 8%. I think we put it on yesterday. Okay. So now what do we do as a crazy Ivan? I am asking for 223.50. I added 50 cents for the dog. So I'm going to say, I want to do a similar one for, let's suppose the market, I'm out swimming or, surfing or something. I love 42. So I'm going to put in 242.50. Yeah. It's not really a science, as you see. It's more art than science. And we're going to go ahead and just submit that. That's why I don't use a robot. And why do I have that out there? For just in case the market goes cuckoo. There's some big announcement or something, and the market crashes.
Or it could be a flash move. It could be, whatever.
And it happens all the time. And it goes zoink. And all of a sudden, the next minute, whoop, right back. And guess who got a fill? Old Rob. And now we say that we go crazy. Now we're going to go crazy. And this, Nick, this is the craziest. This is for Maria on our anniversary, the craziest of crazies. We're going to go. So you're telling me, Rob, that right now they're offering you 200 points, 200 points, and you're asking for 275. Yes. You're never going to get a fill. Well, then what? It cost me nothing to put it out there. Maria calls these fishing lines. Cost you nothing. Time check, 9:58. Cost you nothing to put these out there, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, we get a fill. Good. Goody. So that's how you build a crazy Ivan ladder, if you will. And sometimes you get a fill, sometimes you don't. I put these in as day orders, right? So they will expire at the end of the day, because what I don't want to happen is end of the day comes on futures, which is at 5 p.m. Something happens between 5 and 6 when it's closed, and at 6 it gaps down, right?
And you get filled.
I get filled at 223 when I could have got 275 or 250, right? So that's the only orders that I do that are day orders. The rest I do good to cancel. Like my closing orders, I do good to cancel. I get 25%. I'll take it anytime.
Yeah.
That's the game. So let's just do a quick double check. Nick's Revenge on these. We have a 25. We do have a 25% just set on one of them though. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and do
do the rest.
Yeah, do the rest. So okay, let's not make this difficult. More difficult than it has to be. I don't have anything on these. All right, look at this. Did you see this? This is new down here. Before it used to be right here, right?
Yeah.
Now there's also this. Like I kind of like this. I'm starting to like the web version. So I'm going to close at 25%. That's my default, by the way. And we're just going to go ahead and say good till canceled. If we get 25%, we're out surfing, we're sleeping. Doesn't matter. We'll take the 25%. People say, well, can't you get more? Maybe. But look what happened today.
Can't be greedy. Dr. John reminding you, can't be greedy.
Can't be greedy. Cannot be greedy. Okay. And another thing. All right. People say, well, couldn't you have gotten more? Okay. Wait, hold on a second. Just stop. Just 1 second. Right. This is what we're 65% in 10 months. Yeah, maybe we could have gotten more, but I'm okay with this. I'm okay with the lousy 6.5% a month.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
everybody thinks of the upside until there's some downside or some issues that happen in the market, and then everybody's worried about the downside. So there is a balance of risk and reward always. That you can't go bonkers every single time.
That is correct. So, all right, we are going to be having Maria on at 3:15, and I saw the thumbnail for that show, and it says Maria loves a good bot. So we're going to find Maria loves a good bot. Do you? That's our question we will be asking. Do you like a good bot? And that's not code for anything on our anniversary. That just happens coincidentally to be the name of the thing. Easy there, big fella. You're a dirty mind.
I know.
That's why we love you. That's why we love you. So we're going to say goodbye, Maria. Happy anniversary, honey. I love you much. And I will see everybody at 3:15. Nick, we have a lot of interviews today. So be on your best behavior. We got a lot of interviews today. People that want to join the Math Makes Money group. A lot of them. All right. Every time you end the show, I keep talking, and it's just.
I know. Yeah. We'll see you at the end of the day today. Happy anniversary to Maria. We'll see everybody.